Good morning. Let's put a new blade on the sawmill. Welcome back to the sawmill, friends. We have a lot going on today. The first thing I need to do is take these pine boards. They're 1 inch on the thickness. I can't remember how wide they are. About 10 inches on the width. How many do we have? We've been up here for about a week. We got 5 of these boards. I need to rip these down and make 1x1s because my mom and dad need some trellis boards, or trellis stakes rather, for their beans in the garden. So we'll take care of that first and rip these down. And then we'll get the tractor out and we'll head over here to this log pile because I got some cedar, some cherry, and some sassafras to bring over here that needs sawed up, and it really just moved out of my way. I need to mow this corner today. On the sawmill today, I'm running the Joe Maine Silver Tip Turbo 7. I get those from Joe down in Georgia. If you're interested in those blades, give him a call. His cell phone number is down in the video description. So hang in there, guys. We'll knock this out real fast and move on to the good stuff. Sawing up some root beer today. Yes, I said root beer. All right, guys, that right there should be more than enough strips of wood for their trellises in their garden. I got more than I thought I'd get out of those, actually. Not a bad yield. So now we're going to jump into 754 and bring these logs right here over to the sawmill. Let me tell you guys what we're looking at here. We got root beer in the front, or sassafras, the same thing. I call it root beer because it smells like root beer when you saw into it. We got a little cedar there on the bottom. I'll try to get a 4x4 out of it. A low-grade cherry log right here. And behind that one we have 2 more root beer logs. All right, friends, first up on the sawmill, we got a sassafras. I think this is about an 8-footer. It is 8 foot and 3 inches. And here on the operator's side, we're looking at 16 inches. Down here on the far end, what we got? If I can hook it on there, 18 inches. So we got a little bit of taper in this log, and on the Doyle scale, which is 16 inches. When you're measuring a log, friends, always measure from the smallest size. We should have about 72 board feet in this log. That's on the Doyle scale. International scale and those other scales will tell you something different, but we use the Doyle scale here in Northeast Tennessee. Now, having said that, just so you guys get a little bit of a contrast here with the Doyle scale, This is an international scale. This is made by Logrite, guys. If you want these scales, you can go buy them from logrite.com. There's a link down below. These are really handy. And the international scale says on a 16-inch log that we should have 85 board feet in an 8-foot log. Now the international scale is more realistic on what you will get with a band sawmill. The kerf on a band sawmill is about an 1/8 inch. The kerf is the amount of material that the blade removes. With an old circle sawmill that your papa used to run back in the foothills of Virginia, if you're from Virginia, I don't know where you guys are from, but those old circle sawmills like John Walton used to run, they take 1/4 of an inch off your log. Let's do some boards here, friends. We're doing grade sawing, looking for the best face. I'm doing 5/4. No, I'm not doing 5/4. I'm gonna do 1 1/8 on my thickness on this stuff. See what we can get. We should get a pretty good yield out of this. You guys hang in there.